Chris and Rod, it is Wednesday, hump day, Wednesday. All those things rolled into one. March 22nd, 2023. It's spring is here. Daylight savings time is here. March Madness. Chris Ruffalo plus 580 yesterday. It's all happening. It's all coming together. All coming together. What's happening, Chris? It's a good word.
And not much. Just ready for another day, Like you said, decent day yesterday, but yesterday was only, it's in the past. We move forward to today. Small quality over quantity card, but still great card nonetheless. Looking forward to the Sweet 16 tomorrow as well. Starting to get ready for those videos.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I did not get one of the videos out for today. I'm going to have to get on it afterwards. So we had the Islanders yesterday on that reverse puck line. Rod, any? I don't know. What do you think? It was looking good for 20 minutes there for the for our friends up north. What do you think?
It was a little longer than 20 minutes. They hung in there and they made it, and then they gave the Islanders a goal, and then the floodgates opened up, and it looked like, holy, what the. I turned around and looked, and the next thing you know, it was 3-1. The next thing you know, it was a game was over. It was like yuck. Leafs doing Leaf things. It's kind of scary if they don't get that goalie situation under control.
Chris, so the Jets, one of the streaks that I talked about in my 7 free picks, and I talked about on this show as well, is the Jets just not being able to cover the puck line as favorites. I mean, they just stink at it. 11 in a row now. We've been riding this thing on the streak show since 4, so we've hit 7 of these in a row on on our 7 free picks. You see this one changing anytime soon? I mean, if you're not going to do it against the Coyotes, who are you going to get it done against?
Well, they play the Anaheim Ducks tomorrow, so could be a value spot on the Ducks. But yeah, I don't know. This Winnipeg team sort of just falling apart down the stretch. They need to keep picking up wins, but I don't think they're worried about style points at this point. I think they're just worried about getting the job done by any means necessary. They don't care about covering any puck line or anything like that. So
the other stinkers in that streak were also the Capitals, and they got outrighted by Columbus. So both those massive puck line streaks. So it's Capitals as home favorites and it's Jets just as favorites anywhere. Have not covered a puck line in double digits. I mean, like off the page. If you're counting 10 per page or last 10, it's like we're off the page. We're scrolling. We're scrolling at this point.
There is a definite possibility that you could roll that over into tomorrow. The Caps are at home against Chicago, and you got the Jets playing the Ducks. So,
well, you can tune in now for your 7 free picks in just 5 minutes for tomorrow. Those will be 2 of them. So automatics.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
No spoilers.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's fucking wild. Pookin' wild, man. Craziness. NBA was kind of a little bit back to normal yesterday, right? A little bit. Spurs losing by 30, and
Hulk's right with the world.
Thunder Buddies covering, It's kind of
winning outright.
Yep, all back to business. Magic. That was my pick. You know what happened yesterday? I just ran out of time to put more picks in. I don't want to put them in too late, Well, I think we're going to extend weekdays. We're going to change some of the times around that cappers can enter picks. Weekdays, maybe move it up to like noon. I think is better. And weekends, a little more. And then with baseball, with the late pitcher announcements, have one-off situations where we can enter picks, within an hour of when the pitcher has been announced and the odds are out. It's like you get into that part of the baseball season. It's like you don't know who's pitching. You know, it's like you think it's DeGrom, you get Peterson. I mean, it's like,
Oh,
I just made Rod sick to his stomach. Rod's like,
It
I'll be right
did.
back.
I totally forgot about baseball. Now you reminded me, and now it did. It was just like, oh,
It's,
I remember that.
it's like
You're like, yeah, you got this guy pitching, and then they roll out some other guy. And you're like,
Rod
oh,
just got like that. Just like got the flashback.
The PTSD.
No, it's like no, Rod, you don't even have a ticket in on it. I know, but I still feel sick.
Rod's got PTMD, post-traumatic Mets disorder.
And then it's like, then you get the people in the YouTube comments. It's like, you suck. You got killed on this. It's like, I thought I had George Kirby going. It's like, I didn't know I had third string catcher.
He's sitting there. He's sitting there. I thought I had Ohtani. They put in Detmers. What else was I supposed to do?
They do, man. That is exactly what they do to you, too. You know?
Oh.
They put in Berea.
It's like, no, not Berea. It would be Berea.
Yeah.
He's just like you're sitting at the game, and it's like, wait a minute, it's not Ohtani, it's Berea, and you just knock over the nacho cheese bag, you just step on it.
What the?
It's the Voth. All of a sudden, it's like,
Sir,
Voth.
we
What?
Sir, we got a call that you were assaulting your guest.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's almost that time of year. We know that next week, what's the over-unders for cancellations in Colorado and Detroit?
Probably pretty good.
Colorado, Minnesota, and
2.5?
Detroit. The over-under. I'm going to go 15.
Oh, I thought we were just talking opening day or opening.
No.
Like the opening weekend.
I'd say total cancellations through the first month of the season. I'm going to go 15 on Detroit, Minnesota, and Colorado combined.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
been
I'll set it at 12.5.
I mean, I was just out in San Diego and Vegas, and it was freezing, so I can only imagine it's probably cold everywhere else. Not Berea. No. He told me it was Jorge Kirby.
He doesn't even play on the same team.
Donde está Jorge Kirby? Yep.
Ding dong.
Same stale bits. Don't worry, guys. They haven't gone anywhere.
They've gotten us through 2 years. They're not going to go away anytime soon.
It's like, name that stale bit.
If the pretzel at Wrigley can survive since '86, we can survive 2 years with Jorge Kirby and
It's like
Maria.
It's a new Jeopardy category. I'll take Pick Dog stale bits for 200, Ken. Ken's like, "Whoa, that's stale." Ken will be like, "What is?" They'll be like, "What is Berea?" Ken will be like, "Correct." Ooh, that is a stale bit. Yep, that's a stale bit.
For 1,000, what is Longwood, Ken?
What is? I'll just try and start acting more professional tomorrow. I'm bringing that one back.
What is Reese's penis? What is Reese's penis?
I'm bringing it. What is Citadel? What is Bizzards? Take Bizzards for 100.
Bizzards for 100 capital.
And let's round out Pick Dog stale bits for that. All right.
Jeez.
That's a good one. I like that. All right, let's get to it. See if we can actually squeeze in some picks, as some of our fans have said in the past in the comments. You guys were so close.
Just about to get into a pick, and then all of a sudden,
We were so close.
Just veers off the highway.
Oh man.
Yeah, up and over the bumps, all across the median and everything. We're like, bro, that's the kind of we want.
Jay Briggs in the house. Jay Briggs, the jam session out. I did my dog of the day on YouTube directly off the phone without using editing software.
Right off your phone? Nice. Did it turn out good?
I don't know. I don't watch my own crap. Bores me to tears.
I didn't think you could do that.
All right. It's only 2 NHL games.
Yep.
The Avalanche and the Penguins, and the Coyotes and the Oilers. I guess this is one where it's going to be free for all. But Chris, you're up first. We've never had this situation since we've gone to the new format.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the over 7 in that Oilers and Coyotes matchup. Arizona on the back-to-back, and as much as I like Edmonton in spots, the goaltending has been questionable again lately. Maybe it's more Jack Campbell than Stuart Skinner, but wouldn't surprise me if Campbell got the start here against a weak Arizona team. I do think the Edmonton Oilers leading the league in offense, goals per game. I think they can definitely pot 4 or 5 past the Coyotes here, enough to get us up and over this total of 7. So I like the over between the Coyotes and Oilers.
And for me, I'll take the Oilers on the puck line. I even put it on the 2.5 puck line because I think they whoop up on Arizona in this one. Campbell got the start last game there, not going to put him back in the net in back-to-back spots. He was lucky to even get the win. The Oilers needed overtime to beat the Sharks. So they're definitely not going back to that. This will be a whoop. And you look, the earlier meeting this season, Edmonton scored 8 on the Coyotes. 8-2 was that one. So as Chris said, the Oilers can get there on their own. Take the Oilers on the minus 2.5.
I agree with you guys. I'm taking the Coyotes on the puck line here. I'm going just straight off the streaks here on our betting tools, which have been straight streaky money. Actually, yeah, it was Capitals failing to cover the puck line as home favorites the last 10. Jets failing to cover the puck line as favorites. We have both those yesterday from there. And I think every one of these hit. Anaheim Ducks lost as home dogs. Did the Flyers cover the puck line? +1.5.
They won outright.
Yeah, Flyers covering the puck line. All of these trends hit. Every single one of them. And today's trends, more importantly, the big one, Arizona covering his puck line dogs 8 in a row +155, getting a goal and a half against Edmonton. It's easy money. Yeah. I said it, Rodney. It's okay. Jaw doesn't have to drop.
That streak's going to end. Jump off the bandwagon.
It's okay, Rod.
I'm a homer, so
it's all right. Don't worry about it. You don't have to win every bet.
Nope.
Flyers puck line or Coyotes puck line. We move on to college basketball. EKU versus Charlotte. I did not do the video on this one. I got it. Chris, you want to do it for me when we're done? Great.
Yeah, I can do it.
Thanks. Vandy versus UAB and Utah Valley versus Cincinnati. Rod, tell us something we don't know.
Well, I'll tell you something you don't know. I'm going to go with the 49ers here in that one against Eastern Kentucky. This is just a tough spot for Eastern Kentucky. They've played 3 games in the last 3 nights. This will be 4 games in 4 nights. And all 3 of those previous games have hit overtime. Tough spot here for them to just keep rolling. You got a little bit of tired legs after 3 straight overtime games to get it here. It's mine. I liked it better at 4.5, but I still think 5.5. I think the 49ers can get it done. They've been rolling right along, and I think they just run right into a tired Eastern Kentucky team. I think they start to get gassed, and it shows in the second half. 49ers pull away.
Darren Turner says Coyotes stink, Mitch. Mitch stinks, Coyotes. Coyotes stink. Yeah, they'd stink, all right. So is Edmonton. We know that. Can't spell disappointment. You can't spell disappointment without Edmonton. It's so funny.
At least someone's in a playoff spot. Coyotes aren't in a playoff spot.
Oh, they could be.
But it's just like we were with the Jets. They always just want to win.
Yeah, but the Oilers built their team for more than just making a playoff spot. They built their team to win the whole thing, and that's not going to happen.
Well, who's going to beat them out of the West?
I don't know. Let's take a quick look at who's even in the West. We'll see. We'll go from there. It's usually a good place to start.
I think the Kings have a good shot. The Kings have been rolling right along because they just whooped up on Calgary 8-2.
All right, here we go. You asked me. I'm going to answer you.
Okay.
Who's going to beat them? Because they're way down there in the West. Well, there's Smudge. There's the Dallas Stars. Jay Briggs would back me on that one. There's the Kings, less quick. The Quickless Kings. And Vegas, baby. Vegas loves to win. They love winning. They're good at winning. They're good winners. Let's come up with a new T-shirt for this one.
Let's get the shiny T-shirt.
I like the way they name themselves the Golden Knights, so they have the excuse to put the glam on the shirt.
Yeah.
We're the Golden Knights. Glam it up, boys.
Glam it. Gold helmets. Yeah, we'll be not like everybody else. We have gold helmets.
All right. Well, I'm willing to make a wager here that the Smoke and Kraken go further in the playoffs than Edmonton.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
Oh, it's happening. You know why?
Why?
Chris, you know why?
Just go ahead.
No, here it is. Hear me out on this one. This one actually is
all right.
Is a true story.
Oh, is it? Okay.
This one actually makes sense. So,
okay.
I don't watch a stitch of hockey, right? But I listen to you idiots every day. This is what you say, okay? I'm just going to repeat your own words back to you, okay? Which, this is the shit the rest of us have to sit through. Wow. The Kraken always win on the road. They're one of the best road teams. Oh, and they're up against this at home. No Kraken for me. But on the road, I'm all over the Kraken. Well, judging by where they are in the standings, they're going to be the away team in every freaking series they're in.
Right?
It almost makes sense, doesn't it? They're like, hey, wait a minute. I think Richie Pucks is on to something over here. I think he's actually making sense.
Oh, no.
You tell me.
That makes sense.
If they continue to play like that, like they have on the road, sure. They got a great shot to.
We might even have to bring the Lucky Penny out for that series.
I'm glad we don't play the Kraken in the first round. I don't think there's a possibility.
Well, they're going to be the road team in all these series,
man.
They're going to be a road team. They won't be the home team in any series they play in the entire playoffs.
There are others like that too. I think they have.
That means that they'll have a maximum of 4 road games. So that's all you need to win the series, right?
Yep.
I like my chances. Kraken on the road.
I'd say on the road again if the Kraken beat the Oilers. Okay.
No, we'll have to make up a song, a country song. Kraken on the road.
Cracking on the road. Okay, I'll make up a country song based off On the Road Again.
Or just cracking on the road, baby.
It's
We're not going to disrespect Willie Nelson.
Nope.
Yeah, I asked people in Vegas about the whole mushroom thing. I think they're on the ballot there too. Like we didn't, we talked about it on the show. It wasn't a witch hunt. We just need to know the 48% are.
Yeah, right.
Not a witch hunt.
You just have to check yes or no on the ballot box. See, mushrooms, are they a yes or a no? That's all we want to know.
You can anonymously tell us with your name and contact information which way you voted. You fill out this anonymous form with your contact information.
Option A?
Hunt. It's not a witch hunt.
Yeah, option A.
You just need to know.
We just need to know, yeah.
Yeah, I like the Kraken to knock off Edmonton in the West. In the East, I like I'll go with the Oof.
You're totally on the Leafs, aren't you?
No, it's either the Rangers or the Lightning. It'd have to be. That's where all the value is going to be. The Lightning 25-7-5 at home and 500 on the road. The Devils 26-5-4 on the road. Devils. That is them against the Bruins. The Bruins 28-3-3 at home. It's like that would be the the series of series, right?
Devils are battling for the division lead, so they might get home ice advantage.
The Stars.
If they're watching, they might be
the Stars
like,
are 17-9-9 at home.
Yep. They're awful at home.
Anyways, back to the hoops. Rod took Charlotte over our friends, the 11 Herbs and Spices of the Kentucky, the Colonel. I'll take Cincinnati over Utah Valley. I think there's just a little too much hype here over the Utah Valley Wolverines. I think they're good, but I think when Cincinnati went out and got Wes Miller a few years ago, I think the type of play that we're seeing from the Bearcats recently is what they expected. This team is back to Cincinnati-style basketball, at least over the last few weeks, last month, playing that physical style, that kind of in-your-face style, that kind of, that's the basketball that Cincinnati fans want to see. And I like them here against the Wolverines. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the over between UAB and Vanderbilt. I think I see a lot of people on the under with a high total in the low 150s, but at home this season, Vanderbilt scoring well into the 70s, and UAB, more than capable of scoring into the high 70s. We saw it against Morehead State. Granted, that was at home, but they've performed really well on the road, especially in conference play. I expect this one to get into the high 70s, low 80s at the very least here on both sides. So I like the over between UAB and Vanderbilt.
It's an interesting observation. NBA. 10 games. We'll go 3, 3, and 4. Wizards and the Chicken Nuggets. Heat against the Knickerbockers, and the Raptors versus the Pacers. I'm up first. I'm going to go here with the Miami Heat less the points against the Knicks. Funky line. Funky everything about it. The Heat usually, these are the only teams that they beat are the good teams. I like the Heat. I'd take them on the money line here. I wouldn't even lay the 2 points. They're so lousy against the spread, but so good at winning games. 24-13 straight up at home. 12, 24-1 against the number at home. So they have inverse records. The Knicks are 24-12 against the number on the road. Well, the Heat are 12-24. So it's exact opposites. But, the Heat 24-13 straight up at home. I'm taking the Heat. Staying out of the kitchen. Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raptors. I'm gonna lay the points. They've done well in these decent sized favorite spots at home as of late. They won their last 3 home games by 15 plus points in each. The Pacers, they were a team that liked to get themselves into high scoring games earlier this season and tried to keep themselves in games with offense, but I don't see it happening here. They've been getting beat up on left and right, and I think that the Raptors are starting to turn it on and find another level here. So take the Toronto Raptors laying the points.
So that was the last one. I'm going to take the over in that one between Denver and Washington. Not a whole lot of defense being played in that one. You look, Denver giving up 112 points a game. Washington giving up 113 points a game. And Washington 2-0 the over in their last couple games. Definitely been scoring. And sure, Denver the last 3 have been under, but head-to-head, these have been high-scoring battles. The one earlier this season was 141-128. Denver got the win there. So I lean to Denver as well, but I like the over as the better play. Points come early and often. I think the over 227.5.
All right. Yeah, Wizards suck. Terrible. I hate teams that, when they need it most, just collapse. The Wizards did. Pieces of garbage. Mavericks against the Warriors. The Bulls against the 76ers. And the Grizzlies against the Rockets. Chris, you're up.
Yep. And I'm going to take the Golden State Warriors laying the points. Might just take them on the money line, avoid that 2 points. I'm sorry, but this line looks funky to me. The Golden State Warriors, a team that's won just 8 games on the road all season long, laying a bucket on the road here against the Dallas Mavericks team that could be without Kyrie Irving. They're already without Luka Doncic in this game. I was reading reports that some people saw Kyrie Irving in a walking boot. I'm not sure if that ends up being the case, but either way, if there's no Kyrie here, I think it just takes away from the Dallas Mavericks even more. I think the Golden State Warriors are pretty much at full health at their, with their top guys. I don't see Curry, Thompson, Draymond, anyone like that on the injury report. Jordan Poole, so I had to go with the Golden State Warriors in this one on the road.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. Rod.
For me, this was I'm going to go with the under between Houston and Memphis. 230.5 points. That's just way too many points. We're not getting up and over the total of that. You look Houston, 5 straight unders, and Memphis, same thing. They play to the under, play solid defense. 5th in the league, holding teams 112 points a game. The Grizzlies are also 6-2-1 in the last 9, following a straight up win to the under. Rockets, as I said, 5 straight unders. This feels like the first to 100 wins, but I think it's Memphis more like at 115, and Houston doesn't even get to 100. So take the under in that one.
God, his roof a little dumbass. Anyways, what kind of pick was that?
Yeah, the right one.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well.
I'll bet you a turducken on that one.
Turducken's not my cup of tea. But.
I was like, "Where's my turkey leg? Smoked turkey leg." It's like you realize. I mean, you just gave out a loser. There's no chance. The Warriors have like 2 wins on the road all season.
I'm sorry. I thought I said Warriors. I didn't know I gave out a loser.
They have like 2 wins on the road all season.
I'm sorry. The Mavericks are ass.
They've covered the spread as underdogs against the Golden State Warriors the last 4 times they've played.
Okay.
Which leads me to the last pick here. It's the 76ers first quarter against the Chicago Bulls. I'm going to Ninos it here, so keep it quick. I only get a quarter of the time that everybody else gets, except for the 6 minutes of filibuster that surrounds my pick. And that's going to be the Sixers first quarter versus the Bulls. Sixers 9 in a row in the first quarter versus the Bulls, only minus 134 odds on this thing. This is a G to the IFT gift. I'll take the 76ers first quarter. It's okay, Chris. We're all good. Dumbass. Stupid, man. I mean, it doesn't even make sense, that pick. I don't even get it. Based on what? The 9-26-1 against the number on the road? The odds makers don't know that these guys might not play. I mean, explain it to me. My wife just give me a note. This better not say stop calling Chris Ruffalo an idiot on the air. Oh, she did say
No
that.
better nuggets.
Oh, he can't help it. He's a stupid man. He's not a stupid man. My wife's campaigning for you, Chris.
Thank you.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life. She just gave me the stink eye.
Yes.
Whoa. Got the Bucks and the Spurs. 18-point spread in that one. Got the Timberwolves and the Hawks. The Jazz Hands against the Portland Trailblazers and the Lakers against the Suns. Rod, Chris is going last this time after that display last time out. What do you got to say for yourself?
I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna look at the Suns and the Lakers game. You look here; they're begging you to take the Lakers. They're like, "Come on, don't you want this little bit of points here with the Lakers?" No, not against the Suns. They don't fare so well against the Suns. They have lost how many straight against the Suns? 9 straight games have the Lakers lost to the Suns. I don't care who's in or who's out for the Suns. I'm going to take the Phoenix Suns in that one as they continue to roll and make it 10 straight against the Lakers. I know the Suns 0-5 ATS in the last few, and the Lakers have been playing good. Yeah, they've been playing good against who? Their wins have come against Orlando, New Orleans, Toronto, the Warriors. We know the Warriors have been on the road. So and then the Timberwolves. So I don't trust this Lakers team. Even the Suns money line.
Taking the Hawks against the Timberwolves. I hate the Timberwolves' guts. And I'm just going to stick with it. I think I'll just take the other team against Timberwolves all season, the whole rest of the season, all the way home on this one. The Timberwolves have lost as favorites against the Eastern Conference 8 times in a row, outright. So the Hawks plus 155 there. If you need to take the points, they've failed to cover the spread against the East also 8 times in a row. Take the Hawks with the points as well. And see if there's any other way that the betting tools are telling us to fade the Timberwolves, one of our favorite pastimes. No, we'll just fade them those 2 ways. Chris?
All right, I'll close things out with the Utah Jazz laying the points against the Blazers. Just 2 teams heading in different directions. The Utah Jazz coming in strong, covering 6 straight. The Blazers have lost 6 in a row. 5 of those losses coming by 15 points. And I just think this is a bad spot for the Portland Trailblazers heading out on the road where they have struggled for the better part of the season. And I think the Utah Jazz find a way to win this one by 7 or 8 points at the very least. So I'm going to take the Utah Jazz laying the points in that one.
All right. Well, brings us to everybody's favorite part of the show, parlay time.
All right, I'll go with the over in the Oilers game. Go with the over in the Vanderbilt game and the Golden State Warriors laying the points.
Rod?
We're going to go the Suns money line, Denver, lay the points, and the Charlotte 49ers lay the points.
Coyotes puck line. I'm going to take the Sixers first quarter and the Atlanta Hawks on the money line. The Dallas Mavericks kicker. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining us. Make it a winning day. I think I'm going to do a T-shirt giveaway contest thing. I just got to figure out what it's going to be. I have all those of this. I win 100% of the games after it's over. I have tons of shirts of that. We never really sold them, so we have just a ton of them. I got a giant carton of them, and I also have the ones which maybe I'll bring back the old catchphrase. Try and act more professional tomorrow. It's an oldie but a goodie.
Oldie but a goodie.
It is a good one. I like that one. A lot of people like that one.
Yep.
No one's been called unprofessional more than I have. It's like, what has Mitch been done? Called more unprofessional or fired from jobs? Which one's more? Guinness.
Open up a box. Guinness World Record for being called most unprofessional. It's just like a plaque.
It's like you stand up. Have you ever been to like one of those things? Everyone it's like I'm at the YouTube conference, you know? Everyone that makes more than one video a week, stand up. Anyone that makes more than 2 videos, stand up. 5 videos? 100 videos.
Can you give me a realistic number? My feet are starting to hurt.
More.
I can't hear you.
200? 200? Oh, come on.
Oh man, I was thinking about doing a copycat segment, like featuring all the guys that copy us, like just like showing their thumbnail or something. Like the guy who's got his finger like this, like he's saying, "Smell my finger," or "Pull my finger."
Yeah.
What's his name? Lindy. It's like "Pull my finger." It's like "Smell my finger." And then like the other guy on the channel is like going like this on his, right? He's going like this, is like he's like, with these pics, just put a gun to my head and pull the trigger.
I thought he was
Like,
gonna be
you
like,
suck so bad. His name's like Eden or something. It's like, you suck so bad. It's like, just what the hell was I thinking? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
What is?
It's like, that one's the best. It's like, pull my finger.
Come on.
It's like,
You know you want it.
it's like, that's
Come
the one
on.
game. It's like, that's the one game you don't want to be playing with Ruffalo. We should have Chris pull my finger pick and do the exact same thumbnail.
no.
And the Atlanta Hawks can pull my finger. We've taken it to a whole new level. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. Have a great day.